You are really disrupting the village's flow of work. I'm sure the village
You're
taxpayers
disrupting
will
the
really
village flow.
appreciate that.
I would like
Well-
to see
I
what,
find this to be
I'd like
very
to see what
harassing
I'd like to see what
and
they're thinking of you.
disgusting. Very inappropriate.
I think the village
Hold on,
taxpayers
hold
are
on.
concerned why you
Ask
don't get
some
along with
questions.
anyone and people are stealing under your site. I think the village taxpayers would care about that. Weren't employees stealing from you, ma'am? Well, stealing from the taxpayers? What happened there? Hello, this is Dwayne Whitmer with Act Now Media. Today's video takes us to the village of Cobleskill, New York, a small village with a population of around 4,500 in Schoharie County, New York. The main focus of this video is to discuss a resolution that the village is trying to pass that is shown currently on your screen. This resolution has two main parts. Part 1 talks about unauthorized access in public buildings, essentially stating that in order to enter the building, you should have an appointment with an employee or member of the town in order to go into the building. The second part of this resolution states that photography and video recording is unauthorized unless you get the consent of every single person in the video. This is clearly a violation of your First Amendment rights and a pretty odd resolution to pass, where you're essentially closing off a public building to the public unless they get prior authorization through an appointment. This bill is particularly odd because if someone wants to pay their taxes or file a police report, do they need to make an appointment in order to do so? It seems like it's making a lot of extra work for something that doesn't need to be done. The resolution states if someone does not stop videotaping or recording, they will be referred to the police, who then can issue a trespass. The purpose of this resolution is a response to an investigation done by independent journalist auditing Erie County. He discovered that the village mayor's office had a no recording sign. When he confronted him on that, they called the police. When he asked the police what law they were enforcing, they did not have an answer. This is a direct response to his investigation to close down the building to public and prevent video recording. At this time, we cannot provide you the hard link website to this resolution because they have currently taken off the county website. The reason for this seems to be there are multiple errors in this resolution that they had to remove. There is currently scheduled a public hearing Tuesday, November 18th, 2025 at 7 p.m. at their firehouse on 610 East Main Street in Cobleskill, New York. Here is a clip
Next
from their
is,
last
we're
board
looking
meeting.
for a motion to set a public hearing for local law number 5 of 2025, prohibiting activities in non-public forum areas set for November 18th, 2025 at 7 p.m.
So moved.
First by Lance,
Second.
second by Howard. All in favor? Aye, opposed? So carried. So we'll talk about that next month at our board meeting. What that's referring to is, and it's so ironic that I got a email from our insurance carrier today about the First Amendment auditors that are essentially coming into your place of business and specifically municipalities, and they are trying to, in essence, sometimes it can be considered harassment because our people are trying to do their jobs, and when someone comes in and video records who has clearly no business with the village of Cobleskill, they're not here to pay a water or sewer bill, they're not asking about their taxes, they're from a county, several counties over, and they're just trying to talk about their First Amendment rights, and they're just really trying to get some attention, and then our folks are plastered all over YouTube, and it's just really an unfortunate thing that I don't think anybody sitting in the audience would really enjoy seeing that. So this is to talk about and protect going forward the protection of that from happening to our employees in the public sector here with specifically the village of Cobleskill. And that was given to us by our, and advice of our legal counsel, so.
Two things of note in this video. First off, she says in the beginning it came from the insurance company. At the end, she says it came from legal counsel. Second of all, she said that if you're not there to pay your taxes or your water bill, why are you going into town hall? When something like this happens, it causes us to investigate, is there a deeper issue at large? And in Cobleskill, it seems like there is. In the last handful of years, under Mayor Rebecca Stanton-Terk's term, she has seen half the police department resign, a handful of police chiefs walk away, and more recently, at a dog show, she got into an altercation with a firefighter over filling up a pool for the dog show. The fire department was using one of their tankers to fill a pool at this dog show. She took up an issue with it, and words were exchanged, and someone had to be removed. Lastly, it seems like when she was a trustee in the town, there were employees that were overinflating their hours and getting extra pay. They were getting extra paid leave, and they were getting buyouts for insurance they didn't qualify for. It seems like Cobleskill has a leadership issue, not a misunderstanding of people's rights. So this leads us to have to go to Cobleskill and try to have a sit down with the mayor to see if she'd be willing to answer a few questions about what's going on. This video will follow our interaction with her in Cobleskill.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is October 30th at about noon. We're with Auditing Erie County. We're in Cobleskill, New York. Cobleskill. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. I'm from Western New York, but looks like the mayor, after dealing with Auditing Erie County a couple times, wants to pass a resolution. They have a public hearing next month about you can't record without consent from the mayor on public property. She wants to turn a one-party consent state into a two-party consent village. We're going to follow up. We're also going to ask about some interaction she's had, why 6 different police chiefs have left, and we're going to ask about Seinfeld. There we go. We're going to ask about what happened with her and the fire chief. Her and a fire guy got into it. Apparently she had a recent altercation. Ask if that's kind of how she handles things.
There you go.
That would be my only. Water and sewer wise, I don't know if there's, if the health department would allow you.
We'll talk about it later. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, there's a few questions with the mayor for sure.
What do you need?
There's a new proposition law about making two-party consent state a one-party consent village. It's an interesting concept. I was trying to get an idea how you would be able to do that.
Well, you can set up an appointment with me sometime.
Set up an appointment?
Yeah.
When we want to do that, you want to set it up now? I just got done talking to RJ Freetag, so I got some of his opinions. I was just trying to get yours.
There's the office number, and
I'm actually at the office, so why would I have to call? You can't set that up now?
take that with you for future reference.
I have your number.
Oh, great.
I have your number. It's listed.
I know you do.
I also need to do some public records requests. So you're not willing to take any questions on any of it?
Not at this time. We can set up a time.
We can set up a time when I call you and you'll answer the phone, but you won't take the appointment now. That's why I think IJ
What
is
is your availability? When would you like to come in?
I'm here right now.
I'm not available right now. I'm in the middle of something.
You just dismissed it.
Can I get the phone number then?
You can give it to him.
Let me,
Is there anything else I can help you
yeah, I
with?
need some public records requests.
Okay. There's a FOIL request form that you can get. I'll get one for you, okay?
Can I get 5 of those?
Yeah,
But-
bring a few because I got a few things I want to forward request, not just one. I don't know if it'll all fit on one page.
Okay, yep, I know.
What happened
Bear
last?
with me.
What happened last week at the
Bear
event?
with me one moment, okay?
You seem to have a lot of conflict with people. What's going on with that? It seems like not a lot of people get along with you. bunch of police chief resign. They got a problem with the fire department here. Does anyone support you?
It's so crazy. They really did take the Constitution off the wall to put the town ordinances up there. That's crazy. That's crazy. It wouldn't surprise me though with this mayor.
You were here before us. Sorry to interrupt. It's his fault. He came in first, and I had to.
Were you with the last guy?
No?
Oh shit, we kind of caught in line. Then I'm sorry.
She asked us questions.
Well, when you come in with cameras, you're kind of pushing yourself to the front.
No.
It shouldn't be, but it's.
I didn't cut you guys. Like, she stopped talking to you guys. I don't know, like carbon or skinny jeans.
Gentlemen, here are your forms.
What about this
Do you
fire
have-
code violation here?
Do you have
Covering this
village
window?
information, village business that you would like to conduct? Because if not, this is harassment.
No,
So
it's not
I'd ask
harassment.
you to
I'm
please.
asking you questions because you're an elected official. It's definitely not harassment.
What else can I do for you? Since I'm clearly gonna be plastered all over YouTube.
I
Do you
guess
have?
this gentleman was here
any more?
first, I think. You said we were cutting in line or whatever.
No,
but,
you're good.
What about the fire?
So I'm not interested in having this harassment, so
answering questions. Being
Correct.
held accountable as
that is
harassment?
correct.
What about the fire
you-
chief with
if
you
you don't-
accosted at the
if you don't-
fair event?
If
You
you don't
got
have,
physically removed from there. You want to make any comments on that, or is it asking you that harassment?
if you don't have village business,
That's
I
village
would
business.
ask
You're
you to
from the
please
village.
leave.
I'm
You
asking
are,
you village
you are
questions.
harassing.
I'm asking
You're
you about
harassing
I'm
a
asking
public
you,
official.
I'm literally asking you questions about what you're doing as a public official is not harassment. If you'd like to try harassment, you can call your DA anytime you'd like, but we've been through this.
Would you like, if you'd like to set up an appointment with me
I would
without
lo-
your cameras?
I would love to set up an appointment,
we
but why
will
would we
do
do it
that.
off camera?
Why would we do it on camera? I
Because
meet with a
I'm
lot of people
journalist.
regularly.
I'm a journalist
Okay.
holding you accountable for an ordinance that you want to make, but you want to give me a phone number that you're never going to return a phone call from. While you're standing here, you can't make. I literally drove 4 hours here just to address this today and to meet with RJ, freestyle or free tag, because it seems like this town or village needs a change in face. Because how many chief of police has you been through?
Somebody 4 hours
6?
away is gonna really understand
Six?
anything about the village
6
of
chief of
Cobleskill.
police. But
So-
you had to be removed from an event because you tried physically attacking a fire marshal or fire.
Continue
Captain?
with your nonsense.
Well, answer
I'm
the
through.
question. I'm asking
I
about
have
this
real
stuff.
things to do here today.
Like what?
So your harassment
Like
and
what?
nonsense is really
It's
inappropriate.
really not harassment.
So,
it's really not harassment.
I'm not answering your ridiculous questions.
You're not going to answer anything about this new
I am
law that
not.
you're going to make?
I am not.
How do you expect to enforce it? You gave one full request form here. I asked for one, he asked for one.
Your business is done here, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Did you get a form?
No. I'm formless.
Asking government officials questions is harassment. That's not rich.
can I help you? I'm sorry, you're being filmed. Would you like to go in the other room so you're not being harassed like the rest of us here? You can come with me. It's wildly inappropriate. Nobody wants to be on Facebook.
Imagine that, they created privacy while stopping the camera. It is possible. Isn't that something? That girl was back there was taking a video from that doorway.
Mhm.
Cam back taking my video. Can you believe she harassed me like that?
I just want to fill a request form.
I can't believe she harassed me like that. Against the mayor's rules. She harassed me. And she works for the mayor. That's not how it works, is it?
Can I get my FOIL request forms, or
Would you like an additional FOIL request form?
please, like 5, but
I will give you one and you can make copies unless you want to pay 25 cents a copy. We've been through this before, I know.
I'll
You
take
just
one.
write it on the backside,
I'll just
right?
give you one.
Can I make one piece of advice? Just one quick one? Oh, I'll give it to you anyways.
She's mean. She really is mean.
Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Maybe don't run for public office if you don't like the public. That's
Have a
just,
great day.
maybe just stick to
Sorry,
Summon Homes.
sorry I couldn't help you any further. You're not one of my constituents.
How do you know I'm not? Maybe I want to buy a, maybe I want to buy a home in Cobleskill. Do you know any good realtors? Know where I can find a good realtor, or no? Sell me a home?
She already decided one way in the meeting, you know, if you're not here to pay taxes or talk about your taxes, then you have no business here. This is a money-making opposition.
I just want to say to the guys that harassment is a crime. And if I was really committing the crime of harassment, then she could have me arrested, but they called the cops twice for this quote unquote harassment and they haven't done nothing yet. The reason is because it doesn't fit the suit of harassment. Harassment, literally the terms of harassment is doing something to alarm or annoy with no legitimate purpose. Asking the mayor questions about things and policies and laws is legitimate business. It will never qualify as harassment. This lady is off her rockers. She's a tyrant. It's time for her to go. So I got all emails from insurance company to the mayor about recording in public, village hall or property. All emails from mayor about recording in public to insurance company, police department, other board members, or news outlets. I don't think anything else there. I don't think there's so much more off together. Just see if I can just flip this over. See if I can write a bunch more of the just writing on the back.
To do this without the harassment of cameras, you can follow me and I will help you. All right, just don't turn around so you're on.
You know your employee harassed me a little bit ago. She took my picture. Your employee harassed me.
One propose. This guy must work here. Is there anything else we gotta work on this statements for the
Brian,
last
you
2
may
years.
go.
Ordinance for the banning, ordinance proposed to ban filming of village property. Why you take down the Constitution to put up the city ordinance? It's a tyrannical move, don't you think?
So you're not gonna sell me a home so I can be a constituent?
They're harassing her. Let's see what else we want. I can't really think of anything else. I had a few things I wanted. Her credit card, all because of all.
You're right, he did work here. How'd you pick that up? The guy that worked here.
Because he stuck around to
Oh yeah.
in that truck out front.
I'd like to talk to the police department and see if there's an incident report about what happened at that park. You know? What's sad is that if she was able to have a conversation without being,
Who's that? Oh, it's on this phone. So I get the date of when that happened.
if, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Living the dream.
Is there a bell on that desk? No.
No.
Do you want a receipt? Okay, thank you so much.
Do you know
We're
what?
gonna
Do you know
close
what?
for lunch.
Do
If
you know what the
don't
date
mind.
is? Do you know what the date is?
Your harassment is actually
Do you-
impeding our work. If
do you
you
know
could
what the
remove
date is?
yourselves from here, we'd appreciate it because we're gonna
Public
close for
lobby?
lunch.
What
This
time-
is not a
15
lobby.
minutes?
This is not a
I
lobby.
think it's a lobby. It's
What-
probably
what-
a
No.
lobby.
Let me show you what the lobby is, gentlemen.
What time do you guys reopen?
That's a hallway.
Um,
So authorized personnel past that sign. It doesn't say
Let me
authorized
see.
personnel on that door.
This is not welcome. This is harassment.
Ma'am, this is not harassment.
This is not welcome. It's not welcome. This is harassment.
You
I'd like
should
for you
take-
to go because your business is no longer.
I'm literally
Here.
filling out a form as we speak.
Okay.
To
When
fill-
when
to
do you
fill
guys
out.
reopen?
You're closing
For
You
lunch.
noon?
You are really disrupting the village's flow of work. I'm sure the village
You're
taxpayers
disrupting
will
the
really
village flow.
appreciate that.
I would like
Well-
to see
I
that.
find this to be
I'd like
very
see what they-
harassing
I'd like to see what
and
they think they do.
disgusting. Very inappropriate.
I think the village
No, no,
taxpayers are
no.
concerned why you don't get along with anyone and people are stealing under your site. I think the village taxpayers would care about that. Weren't employees stealing from you, ma'am? Well, stealing from the taxpayers? What happened there? So back to what I was saying before this woman gets irrationally upset because she's incompetent, is that the reason why we're here is because of signs like this. If she would treat the public like she cared about them and do her job properly and a public servant actually caring about the public, we wouldn't have to be here. But we get these voicemails, we get these calls, we get these emails, we get these complaints because you have a woman like this who apparently doesn't get along with anyone. The police officers, the police chiefs, the fire chief, other people, other employees. And so when you have someone like this that runs the department like this and runs agencies like this and runs the town like this, village, I guess it's a village technically, that's what we have to come to prove that these signs are nothing but words on paper and there's no teeth. We kind of have to call their bluff and show them that they're human too. And if they treated each other like humans, if they treated the public like humans with some decency, we wouldn't have to come knock them down a peg. But unfortunately, people like her will never learn that, you know, public service is that serving the public. It's not a self-serving thing to boost your failing real estate sales or try to find renters for your failing real estate business, or, you know, get a real job because you've struggled to find one for your whole life. It's not a way to pad your pockets and feed yourself at the public trough, if you will, like a little piggy. It's more about serving the public and doing a good job. And here it looks like this mayor is just not really willing to have an adult conversation. She's not really willing to be an adult. She's not really willing to be a public servant. It's more about, you know, control, power, and, you know, feeding herself. And I get that. I understand it. It's a problem that a lot of people have, is the real world is hard, private sector is hard. But
I got this done here for you so you guys can get to lunch quicker. Turn this here for request. Like I said, a timestamp copy of that for my records. I ran out of room in the front, so
Can you sign that for me, please?
I put some stuff on the back. It's like an over thing there. I didn't, because you got writing.
So you couldn't fill out the form appropriately?
I'm not sure what else. I thought the rest was for you guys to fill out. I filled out what I needed in my
Fair
address.
enough.
That's
Okay.
all. That's all that's required, right?
Do you want to put today's date on there for me? Thanks.
What's today's date?
10:30, 25.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Anything else I can do for
I'll
you?
put a timestamp copy of that.
I'm currently being harassed by your employee with the camera. Can I actually get a copy of that? I'll pull out a foil. Please don't delete that.
She's not harassing you, is she?
I'm on camera. I believe I'm being harassed, but I was told there's a bunch of public information back there, so she's recording me across a bunch of private information. Isn't that a problem in itself? Should she be back there where all the quote private information is? But I'll request a copy of that, which won't exist, but it'll be funny to get.
So I will be publishing this video Monday about everybody's opinion on the
course
stuff.
you
So
are.
you don't want this is the best you want to show the public. Or
You do understand the irony though, right?
what?
Like you're telling us cameras can't be here because quote private information, yet your employee right there, I can see her with a camera where all your quote private information is. Like you do understand how stupid that looks. You do understand something. I mean, I know most government employees get government employment because they can't make it in the real world. I understand that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Everyone has to eat. But you do understand the sheer irony and stupidity of
Have
this,
a
right?
wonderful day. Good to see you.
No more comments on that
Come
stuff.
again.
Be well.
Bye.
We'll be back for that board meeting. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. We're gonna be sitting there watching for that
I'm
one.
excited about
We're
that.
gonna be all for your tabling and for your voting and your. We might even bring you some boxes next time to pack your bags. Election season's coming.
Bye, ladies. Thank you for your quality service. But do you understand the sheer irony in the
Nonsense, planning and environments and codes are all hiding back there. This is the public lobby, guys. That is not where we were sitting. Is not a public lobby. What is ridiculousness? You can tell she's in a, what do you call it? You can tell she's a realtor, not an attorney, with the way she wrote that fucking ordinance up.
she's just
She likes handing over her last 2 years of credit card statements. Police this time, though, you know?
I'd like to talk to the police chief. I might see if I can listen. He's on duty.
Is it?
I'm gonna go talk to. I'd like to ask, is he in or is he?
How many police are on duty right now? Just a curiosity. I think they told me last time I was here they had 13 officers in total, but how many are on duty? I guess not now. In general, on an average day, how many police are patrolling the road? 3 to 4 are out on the road. All right, that's all. That was all my question.
If I have a question on whether an incident report was filed, is that you guys?
I'm sorry?
If I'm curious to know if an incident report was filed on a situation with the mayor and apparently something at an event, I'm with the local media. We're trying to figure out what's going on there. The mayor went after someone at some event last week. People reached out about it and they had to get separated. I'm assuming you're looking at that, so there's no incident report filed or anything like that?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's fine. We're just trying to figure out what happened, but it seems like no one wants to say. But it's not a big deal. I just figured I'd ask.
I mean, do you know what event it was?
There's a news article
on it. That's what
about it.
people sent us. I don't know.
Did they just leave a phone up there?
I hope not.
Left the phone up there.
What news article are you guys referring to?
Oh, yeah. See, I can.
Oh no, I'm recording with them. It's actually right here. Cobleskill Journal put it out on the 27th of September, talking about.
A week ago.
Yeah, that was more than a week ago.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know anything about that? incident? Like
Oh,
if there was like a police report generated, I guess is what he's asking. Where would
Yeah.
I guess what he's really asking is where would we foil it with the, like, for information, would we foil with the police department or up in the clerk's office?
I'm not too sure. If you give me a moment, I can go figure it out.
Yeah, just
you don't
wondering
mind.
if,
Yeah, thank you.
if police reports would be foiled here or at the mayor's office or
There
clerk.
was a police report to be filed, so. if
No,
there's
that's-
a police report-
That's perfect. That would be perfect. If you don't think there is one, that's perfect. That's all I need. We're just trying to figure out what happened. Oh, it was September. I forgot it's the end of October already.
Report even filed.
That's perfect then.
All right, thanks.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Thank you. You know, she didn't want to help us, but she did. Like, I'll give her credit. Like, you know, she didn't want to help us. She didn't want to work with us, but she did. It was more than a week ago. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't read a calendar. I went to public school. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You know they're watching us.
You know how to, you're so stupid. She's like, I can't. I'm 38. I'm too old for it.
Hey.
My knees don't let it happen. I'd be laying there.
Enjoy your day.
I'd be laying there on the ground for 2 hours trying to get up. So